Pleasant morning to my dear lovable students. Welcome to Max class. In this conversation, we are going to new chapter 6. Okay, what is the name of chapter number 6? Application of vector algebra. First, I am moving to what is the difference between scalar and vector. So, scalar and vector. That is, scalar means only magnitude. Magnitude means number. Example. So what did I say? What is the meaning of scalar? Only magnitude. Magnitude means according to the number. Number means we can say 1 centimeter or 2 kilometer. That is, we can say the number depends upon the number 3 or 4.5. As well as if it example distance means we can say 30 kilometer of distance, as well as speed means 30 kilometer of speed per hour, like that. So simply we can say scalar means magnitude, but vector means magnitude and direction. What did I say? So vector means magnitude and direction. So magnitude and direction, if you have the three-dimensional part, example, this is 3 part, no, 1, 2, 3. That's why we can say this is called three-dimensional. This is considered for x, this is considered for y, this is so vector. This is so each and every time we can draw arrow to, then only we can say this is part of the vector base. Example, so distance between, we can draw, this is considered for AB, this is also arrow any one side. This is C to D distance arrow, as well as this is origin point means O to P. Okay, we have 3 different type of the vector part also. So consider for magnitude and direction means if it example a length of AB and length of CD, it will be equal. Equal means even, as well as the part also, even angle base also it will be equal, means we can say that is called position vector. What did I say? So AB length also equal, as well as CD length also equal, means that is called position vector. So position vector. Then if it consider for consider for A1, A2 and A3. Then as well as length of B means consider for B1, B2 and B3. Then how to find out modulus of AB vector? Last year already you have studied how to find out modulus of AB vector means length of AB vector, isn't it? So length of AB vector. So modulus of AB vector means length of AB. Then another one important point, if you have the result modulus of AB vector is equal to 1 means what is the meaning? Unit vector, isn't it? We have the so many different type of the answer, whether true or 400, whatever it is. If you have the result modulus of AB vector is equal to 1 means that is called a unit vector. Suppose if you have the 3D part, is in 3D part. So example, the two-dimensional part, this is x and y means this is 1 and 2 means axis of 2 means what did I say? Axis of 2 means definitely x axis true, y axis 0. If you have considered for y part, y axis means definitely x part 0 and y part true. 1 and 2 means. So here we have the 3 different type of the arrow. This is 3D part. Example, x consider for I vector, y consider for j vector and z consider for k vector means. So if you axis with I vector means definitely x part only 1, another 2 part. Otherwise simply we can say if you comparing the unit, this unit part each and every side means comparing with the x part means definitely 1 comma 0 comma 0, because x part only I vector only 1, remaining 2 part value we have the 0. Then j part means definitely I part 0, j part unit vector, k also 0. Consider for k means definitely x part, that is I vector 0 and j vector 0, k vector we have value 1. That is also one of the important condition. Okay. So now I am moving to one of the basic important condition, how to find out modulus of AB, length of AB vector. So length of AB vector means already I consider for A means what is the meaning? A1, A2, A3, as well as B means B1, B2 and B3. Then how to apply modulus of AB means distance formula. Distance formula means square root of B1 minus A1 the whole square plus B2 minus A true the whole square plus B3 minus A3 the whole square. That is also one of the important, the whole square root. Okay, how to, this is one of the term. Then another one important, how to find out addition of true vector. Addition of true vector means addition of true vector means if consider for A vector is equal to A1 I vector, then A2 J vector plus A3 K vector, as well as B vector is equal to B1 I vector, then B2 J vector plus B3 K vector means how to add A vector plus B vector is equal to A1 plus B1 into I vector plus A2 plus B2 J vector plus A3 plus B3 K vector. That is called addition of true vector, as well as minus also. Instead of plus we can apply minus. Okay, then another one important points also, scalar product, then vector product will come. That is we will discuss in another concept. Okay, this is also one of the important. Then another one important things, how to apply A vector, negative A vector, how to find out positive 2A vector, negative 2A vector. Example, we have one 2D part, this is called arrow will be positive side means A vector means what is the meaning? The same size will be repeat, but arrow will be negative side, that is called negative A vector. So negative A vector means the same size will become, but arrow will be opposite direction, that is called negative A vector. Then what is the meaning of true A? This is example 1.5 means this is whole distance considered for 3, then only this is called 2A vector. This is called 2A vector means how to find out negative 2A vector. This is 3 means the same size will be repeated 3, but in a direction opposite direction, that is called negative 2A vector. Now I hope you understand what is the difference between positive direction and negative direction. Then I am moving to one of the important term. So one of the important condition, actually listen very carefully. So 3D direction, 3-dimensional part, x, y and z. Then look at there. So the 3D part means so example, this is opposite origin point, this is O means look at there, this is called A and this is called C means this is arrow of A, this is arrow of B, this is called arrow of C means. Then how to find out the difference between OC means the formula OC vector is equal to OA vector plus AC vector. OA vector plus AC vector. If you need true only AC vector means as it is, we have to keep in RHS AC vector. Therefore, opposite side already we have OC vector plus OA vector, bring out opposite side means minus OA vector is equal to, therefore AC vector is equal to OC vector minus OA vector. One of the important, okay, it's very useful for during the exam time. Therefore AC vector is equal to, already we know B vector, isn't it? So B vector is equal to OC means what did I say? C minus C vector minus OA vector means A vector. This is B vector is equal to C vector. Therefore AC vector means, see, simply we can say, AC vector means ending point minus starting point. Ending point C is this, so consider for OC, as well as starting point A is this, so minus OA. Then similarly we can apply the so many lines. So many line means example, if you need to AB vector means how to find out ending point minus starting point. Ending point we have B, therefore we can write it OB vector minus starting point OA vector, as well as AD vector means ending point D, therefore OD vector minus OA vector. This is also one of the important condition. Okay, now I will continue another one concept, that is called dot product. Okay, be stay on the line. Dot product. So dot product means last year also you have studied one of the important formula. A vector dot B vector is equal to modulus of A vector into modulus of b vector into cos theta, as well as another one term also, a vector dot b vector is equal to ab cos theta. Okay, just modify the second line, a vector dot b vector is equal to, b outside means inside what will happen, a cos theta. Therefore a cos theta is equal to a vector dot b vector divided by b. Therefore a vector divided by b vector is equal to modulus of b vector. Already we know this is one of the important line. Important line means projection of a vector on b vector. What is the name? Projection of a vector on b vector means what is the term? A vector dot b vector divided by modulus of b vector. That is called projection of a vector on b vector. This is how to derive. Look at there. If you have origin point, this is our origin point O, means this is considered for A, this is considered for B, means just one perpendicular line. Perpendicular line means this is called right angle triangle, that is opposite side. So already we know this is right angle part means we have the three sides, isn't it? So already we know this is considered for theta means this is called opposite side. Opposite of 90 degree, that is called hypotenuse side. This is adjacent, isn't it? So OA means distance, that is called A vector, means distance of OB considered for B vector means. So what is the meaning? Cos theta means cos theta is equal to, already we know osa chota form. Osa chota means cos theta means adjacent divided by hypotenuse, isn't it? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse means adjacent. What is the name? This is considered for C. Okay, OC. Here no need to consider for vector because the magnitude form also we can write it only the numbers. So OC divided by hypotenuse means opposite of 90 degree, that is called OA. Therefore cos theta is equal to OC divided by OA, means OC is equal to OA into cos theta. Therefore OC is equal to OA means A, isn't it? A dot cos theta, A vector dot cos theta, isn't it? Cos theta. Okay, so look at there, OC is equal to A vector means A cos theta means, as well as this is what is the meaning, projection of A vector on B vector means that is called A vector dot or A dot cos theta. So how to identify what is the meaning of projection of A vector means, if you have the one distance line is, this is called A, this is called C, means we have the one sunlight of the direction. The sunlight will be depends upon the opposite, the same direction, means this is called, this is considered for the projection of the term. This is of the one of the, that is why we are saying projection of A OC is equal to A into cos theta. As well as instead of A, if you have the result, same OC is equal to B cos theta means. So B cos theta means instead of projection of A vector means A vector dot B vector divided by modulus of B vector. So now projection of B vector on A vector means, B vector on A vector means, what is the meaning? B vector on A vector means A vector dot B vector divided by, instead of B vector we can write it modulus of A vector, that is called projection of B vector on A vector. Okay, therefore OC is equal to OC is equal to, instead of A we can write it B cos theta. This is also one of the important condition. Okay, so B cos theta means, what did I say? Projection of B vector on A vector. A cos theta means, what is the meaning? Projection of A vector on B vector. That is the difference. Okay, I will continue the next concept. So scalar product, concept 3. Concept 3, scalar product and vector product. Scalar product and vector product. Look at there. Already we know scalar product means a dot product, isn't it? A dot product. What is the meaning of vector? That is called cross product, isn't it? cross product. So the scalar, the dot product means already you know a vector dot b vector is equal to modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector into cos theta, isn't it? Cos theta. Now, what is the meaning of cross? Instead of dot, we can write it cross, isn't it? A vector cross b vector is equal to modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector into, instead of cos theta, we can write it sin theta into n cap. What is the meaning of n cap? Perpendicular of a vector and b. So n cap means perpendicular of a vector and b vector. So now some important properties that we can see one by one. Okay, the first case, a vector dot b vector is equal to modulus of a vector into b vector. Suppose if you need to cos theta means what is the value? Cos theta is equal to a vector dot b vector divided by modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector. That is called cos theta. But here we need to find out sin theta means first we have to neglect it. N cap means the unit vector. How to remove the part? Both side modulus. So modulus means what will happen? Modulus of a vector cross b vector is equal to modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector. Now sin theta means, now we can neglect n cap means unit term. Unit vector means we can call to 1. Therefore sin theta is equal to modulus of a vector cross b vector divided by modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector. That is the difference between sin theta and cos theta in dot product as well as cross product. Okay. Then another one important points, cos theta is over. Then a vector term. Okay, instead of b, we have the a term also, as well as we have one vector line is there. This is both the term, the difference between a vector. A vector means a vector also a vector, as well as b vector also consider for a vector means what will happen? So a vector dot, instead of b vector also a vector means a vector dot a vector is equal to modulus of a vector into, again modulus of a vector into cos, listen there, if you have the angle, one angle is there, the same angle will be repeat means definitely theta value will be 0, isn't it? So cos 0 means, so modulus of a vector means a into modulus of, here dot product, so no need to cross symbol. Okay, so a into again a, then cos 0 means value we have 1, isn't it? Therefore a vector dot a vector is equal to a into a means a square. That is one of the important. Okay, a square. This is dot product means the square of the term. What is the meaning? Square of the term means 1 into 1 is equal to 2, as well as the 2 into 2 is equal to 4, like that. This is a square will come. But in cross product, the sin theta term, so sin theta, look at there, sin theta, we will finishing first dot product symbol. Okay, dot product means a vector dot a vector is equal to a square. That's why we are saying I vector dot I vector is equal to value. What is the value? Definitely 1 will come. Then again j vector dot j vector also 1 will come. Then k vector dot k vector also 1 will come in dot product. But suppose if you have the result I vector dot k vector is equal to what is answer, as well as k vector dot j vector is equal to what is answer, then j vector is equal to, sorry, k vector dot I vector is equal to what is answer, k vector dot I vector is equal to what is answer. This is definitely 0 will come. So 0 means already we know if you have the result different type of the true term means this is perpendicular. Perpendicular means what is the meaning? 90 degree. 90 degree means pi by 2. Already we know cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 means cos 90 degree. Cos 90 degree means value we have 0. Value we have 0. That's why if you have consider for the difference between true type of the dot product means value, what the value? 0. Here also 0. Here also 0. That is also one of the important part. Okay. Look at there, completed the dot product of some important concept. Now the sin theta term, if you have the result b vector also, a vector means, consider for a vector means, so a vector cross a vector is equal to the term, so modulus of a vector into modulus of b vector. Theta means again the same angle will be repeat, means sin 0, isn't it? Sin 0 into n cap. Already we know sin 0 means value we have 0, isn't it? Therefore we can say a vector cross a vector is equal to value, what the value will come? 0 into anything means value will be 0. So a vector cross modulus of a vector cross a vector is equal to value, we have 0 value. Then another one important points, therefore I vector cross I vector means, so I vector cross I vector is equal to, as well as j vector cross j vector is equal to, then k vector cross k vector is equal to, definitely value we have 0. But I vector cross k vector is equal to what the answer will come, as well as k vector cross j vector is equal to what the answer, then j vector cross I vector is equal to what the answer. Okay, this is also one of the important term. Look at there, already we know cos theta means dot product, isn't it? So dot product means a vector dot b vector is equal to, we can say b vector dot a vector. But in sin theta, a vector cross b vector, it's not equal to b vector cross a vector. Why am I saying this is not equal? If we have one circle, the cross product, this is considered for a vector, this is considered for b vector, this is considered for c vector, means the arrow, look at there, a to b is going to positive direction, but b to a means it will come to the negative direction. Negative direction means we can say a vector cross b vector is equal to minus of b vector cross a vector, because this is a negative direction. That's why I am saying I vector dot k vector is equal to, how to say, minus of, minus sign will come, because negative term, negative of k vector cross I vector, as well as here also negative of k vector cross j vector. That's all. This is also important point. Okay, then another one thing, so a vector cross b vector is equal to minus of b vector cross a vector. Then if you have distance between, distance means a vector perpendicular to b vector, this is considered for a vector, this is considered for b vector, means perpendicular of tan, means definitely theta means value we have 0, isn't it? So perpendicular, because cos pi by 2, cos 90 degree means value we have 0. Therefore definitely we can say a vector is perpendicular to b vector, means what the answer will come? 0. This is also important theorem part. Okay, so if you have consider for this perpendicular to a vector to b vector, means answer we have 0. As well as cross product means what will happen? Cross product means, so cross product means definitely this is perpendicular, cross product means parallel. So a vector, it's parallel to b vector, means theta is considered for 0, means definitely sin 0. Sin 0 means what the answer will come? So here actually dot product means definitely a vector dot b vector is equal to cos theta will come. So instead of theta we can apply 0, means cos 0 means 0. That's why if you have perpendicular of 2 point means value we have 0. The parallel of 2 point means into sin theta, a vector cross b vector means value of the 0. That is of the important 2 points, whether perpendicular and parallel of the 2 lines. Okay. Actually, sorry friends, after getting this answer, I have proved the one circle, no? That is important condition. The position of the vector we have to changing one line is there. You have to check it in, I think, minutes of 22 to 24. So there is some mistake is there. So I will rectify what are the mistake I have done. Listen very carefully. This is considered for I vector. This is considered for j vector, and this is considered for k vector, means, so position of the, look at there, the position of the term. So I vector cross j vector is equal to, definitely What is the meaning? A vector cross B vector is equal to modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector. Therefore, we can write it modulus of I vector into modulus of J vector into sine theta means what is the meaning? Another one time, theta means definitely we can say sine theta is there, sine theta. Then n cap means the perpendicular of the point, isn't it? The perpendicular of A and B. The perpendicular of I to J means what is the value, sir? K. So sine theta into K cap. Therefore, we can say I vector cross J vector is equal to, already we know unit vector, isn't it? So 1 into 1 into sine value also we have the 1. So 1 into 1 means what is the meaning actually? Look at there, because sine 90 means the perpendicular of the part. No, sine 90 means value we have 1 into K, isn't it? Into K vector. Therefore, I vector cross J vector is equal to K vector. This is one of the important, because when you change means starting with J vector cross I vector is equal to minus K vector will come. Why? Already I told you A vector cross B vector is equal to minus, because negative direction. That's why I consider for I vector cross J vector means positive K vector. When starting J vector into I vector is equal to negative K vector. Similarly, we can write it next time also. Next time means J vector cross K vector is equal to, answer we have J vector to K vector means what the answer will come? I vector will come. And this is considered for I vector. Therefore, K vector cross J vector is equal definitely minus I vector will come. This is also one of the important term. Okay. So concept actually definition. Okay, that is one of the important definition 6.3 in your book, page number 230. One of the important condition is there. So that is actually, what is the meaning? The symbol we can say, if you have any one object, here also another one object. Okay. So the point according to the center, it will be moving on the correct position. Means if you consider for the center, it will be moving on the correct position. Means we can say that is called work done. So work done means W is equal to F vector dot D vector. What is the meaning? If you have one object, according to the center, it will be moving on, means that is called work done. Work done is equal to F vector dot D vector. So this another one object, we have the moving on the point corner. So corner to the moving means that is considered for in your book clearly. The corner will be moving on means that is called the torque. Torque means what is the meaning? The torque, the spelling TORQUE, the torque. One of the important, okay, that whether 2 mark or 3 mark, the condition is clearly, if a force F vector is applied in particle at a point. So, okay, this is considered for F means, okay, this is considered for F means with a position of vector R, then the torque or moment on the particle is given by, that is the torque means T vector is equal to R vector cross F vector. So, what is this? Difference between, simply we can say center of the, we have one object, it will be moving on the rotational force means that is called work done. Work done is equal to F vector dot D vector. Then as well as another one object, it will be moving on the corner to another position means that is called torque. That is R means rotational force or moment, the rotational force. The torque is also called the rotational force. The formula torque, the T vector is equal to R vector cross F vector. Okay, I will continue another one concept. Okay. I'm moving to example 6.1, one of the important 5 mark question. Okay. So this is full and full theorem based. That is name also cosine formula. Okay. With the notation, with the usual notation in any triangle ABC, prove the following by vector method. 3 subdivision is there. We will prove any one subdivision. Okay, I am moving to proof of subdivision 1. Okay, what is the question? Subdivision 1. A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A, isn't it? We need one ABC triangle. So A, B and C. A of opposite consider for A vector, B of opposite consider for B vector, opposite of C consider for C vector. Each and every side interior triangle means what is the meaning? A plus B plus C is equal to 0. Usually interior triangle means A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree, isn't it? So we need the condition, the first one cos A, isn't it? Cos A means if you extend the A of the part means definitely if you consider A interior part means what did I say? A plus B plus C is equal to 180 degree. So 180 degree means already we know the radians, what is the meaning? Pi. Pi means value we have 180 degree. This is a whole consider for means this is what is the meaning? This is outside of the part. We can write it 180 minus A or we can write it pi minus A. This is one of the important because according to the subdivision 1 cos A part. That's why I extend for only the A of the term. If you need to prove subdivision true means definitely we have to extend part of B as well as subdivision third cos A. So we have to extend in the exterior point of only C. Okay, that is one of the important point. Okay, now look at there, A square is equal to each and every side will be add means what will happen? AB vector plus BC vector plus CA vector is equal to 0, isn't it? So AB vector plus BC vector plus CA vector is equal to add 3 part of term will be equal to 0 means, so AB vector is equal to what is the meaning? We can consider A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equal to 0. So A vector plus B vector plus C vector is equal to 0 means A keep it in left hand side, remaining plus B and plus C bring out opposite side means minus B vector and minus C vector. Again squaring on both sides means what will happen? So squaring on both sides, look at there, squaring on both sides means definitely A vector dot A vector means already we know I vector dot I vector means I will come. So we can write it A square is equal to, again if you squaring means definitely B vector plus C vector the whole square. If you apply the square of the term means we can write it without vector also. Okay, otherwise with vector also that is not enough. Fact, look at there, next step what will happen? A square is equal to A plus B the whole square form, A square plus B square plus 2AB, isn't it? Therefore we can write it B square plus C square again with the vector term because into 2AB. So 2AB means what will happen? Plus 2 into B vector dot C vector, then 2B vector dot C vector, isn't it? Now next step, A square is equal to B square plus C square. Already we have derived when we apply the basic concept. B dot product means what will happen? A vector dot B vector is equal to modulus of A vector into, listen very carefully, A vector dot B vector is equal to modulus of A vector into modulus of B vector into cos theta, isn't it? So instead of B vector dot C vector means what will happen? So 2 into, otherwise no need to into symbol. So 2 into B vector dot C vector means modulus of B vector, then into modulus of C vector into cos theta means, look at there, theta means definitely we have considered for cos A. A means outside of the term, exterior of the term, what is the value? Pi minus A, isn't it? Therefore we can write it cos of pi minus A. Now A square is equal to B square plus C square plus modulus of B vector means we can write it 2BC, then pi minus A. Already we know, already we have discussed, isn't it? In 4th chapter, what is the name? Inverse trigonometric function. So 0 to first quadrant means pi by 2, second quadrant means pi, third quadrant means 270, that is called 3 pi by 2, fourth quadrant means 2 pi. So pi minus A, all silver teacup. So 0 to pi, again minus, so it lies on second quadrant. Second quadrant means sign only positive, but here we have cos of pi minus A means definitely minus cos A will come, isn't it? Minus cos A. Therefore final answer A square is equal to B square plus C square plus into minus 2BC cos A. So we can write it hence proved, isn't it? The one of the important line, you should be write it each and every one. Okay, this is, we can write it hence proved. Okay, this is subdivision 1. Okay, similarly we can prove subdivision true and subdivision third with the same result, with the same step. Examples. So look at there. So same step, isn't it? So now if you need to find out angle of B means, that means subdivision true, angle of B means what will happen? So angle of B as it is, if you extend of the term B means we can write it pi minus B, as well as if you need to apply cos C means AB as it is, inside of the angle C means, extent of the angle C means what will happen? Outside of the term we can write it pi minus C. Okay, we can prove little bit step only change. Okay, this is one of the important theorem. Okay, so please listen my dear students. I hope you have satisfied this session. If you have any doubt, please put in comment box. I am ready to clarify your doubt. Okay, I will continue the next session. Bye bye.